2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
If anyone's ever left you a note, maybe they had a bit of a crush on you and thought, I might write a note. Remember, we had a mate, Cam, Chrissy Swan, that Fitzy and I know, and he decided when he was at the park one day, he saw this really attractive girl get out of the car, so he decided to leave a note. He wrote on a piece of paper and put it under her windscreen wiper, and it said, "This is not a fine, but you are."
Oh dear!
It's too much.
And
I
that's
love the idea of a handwritten note. It's so old fashioned, and I just want to know, Whipper, does it count the note that you left me at work that just said, "Swanee, can I borrow $100?"
That's
Is that the same?
well.
Is that
That was a sort of a more of it was definitely love, but it was more of a trust exercise.
Okay, sure.
And unfortunately, you have brought it up on air, so that failed. Thanks for the hungy. Let's move on to a girl by the name of Steph. She was waiting at the airport, and you know when you're at the airport and you see the captain walk past, and he's got his hat on, he's got his 4 stripes on his lapel, and he's ready to go. And
It's the equivalent of seeing the person that you've gone to see in concert,
Yes.
getting ready to get on
Isn't it?
stage. It's like, oh my God, a magical unicorn.
And when there's so many people at a busy airport and then you see the man and he's in uniform, it's like he's controlling the world. And you know that you're about to put your life in that man's hands.
Hot.
And you love it.
Yeah, you react to pilots a lot different to normal people, though, Whip, because you have a fear of flying. So you go over there basically on your knees saying, "Is the plane all right? Is everything? What's the weather like?"
That is not true at all. Any chance I
Are
could
you
sit
drunk?
with you?
Did you sleep last night? All that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Are you on any
question.
meds? What's going on in your life? Are you happy in your relationship? You are?
Blow
Good.
into this bag.
Let's
Yeah.
go. So Steph was waiting at the airport and she saw this pilot walk past. Now, that was one thing, but for the pilot to then notice her was another thing. He wandered off and in that time grabbed a pen and a napkin and he wrote something on a piece of paper on that napkin and then wandered back past Steph and handed it to her without a word.
It's so poetic. Read it out. Can we
I
get
have
some...
seen... Oh, yeah, Jess,
Yeah,
you ready?
go. Oh,
Even more romantic music, if we can... Here we go. He wrote, "I have seen the whole world and you are the most beautiful human in it."
What?
Is it human or
Sorry,
girl?
woman. Sorry, misread it.
Woman.
Woman in it. We're going to go again on that,
How long
guys.
have you been reading for?
No,
Say it again.
Absolutely murdered this.
Human is cold.
yeah, human means like I could go either way. I'm going again.
Say it again.
Is he a robot?
Huh? Are we live, Tommy, or can we go back
we'll
sort of 30
clean this up
seconds?
in the edit.
Okay,
Yeah,
clean it
that'll
up. I have seen the whole world and you are the most beautiful woman in it. Oh, my God.
Well, I don't know if this is, going to be a popular opinion, but I love this.
So do I. It's divided a few people saying that's unprofessional. You shouldn't do that. You're in a position of power. Shut up. He's having a
Oh,
crack.
he's just a man and she's just a woman.
He's a man on a mission. He flies planes and he loves women.
He didn't leave any details, which means that he's also married with 4 kids.
Doesn't
but
matter.
The compliment remains.
Yes. And I'd like to know too, Swanee, if you're not leaving a number or making a further advance to stay in touch with that woman, how many times has he written that?
Well, see, this is the other thing that I want to ask, right? And I immediately when I think of a pilot, I think of Leonardo DiCaprio and Catch Me If You Can. And why can't you don't have to be a pilot, right? Why can't you hang out at airports with the uniform on?
Oh, yeah.
And you just pick up women at airports. Why can't you
would
do
be,
that, Swanee?
That's sex by deception.
Yes, it is, and that should only be used in workplaces and not in public transport situations.
Well, look, I like that there was no. I like that there was no follow up. That there was no,
Right.
sort of unwritten sentence of "You are the most beautiful woman in the world," and I would like to sleep with you. It was almost like a community service announcement. That's something that she needs to know.
To hear,
I just think it's beautiful. And also, have you seen her? I think he might be right.
Yeah, I think he's spot on. Maddie's got a story.
my
Producer Maddie, what's your story?
I was at a cafe recently and I ordered my almond cappuccino, and when it came out, it had single ? Written in the latte art.
Maddie, what is going on with you? What sort of juju do you have? Because we did a phoner about, has a stranger approached you and you had a story for that? What's going on?
I don't know.
Because remember I told you about the cafe that we go to, the local one. He started writing on, he would do a love heart. He would just draw a love heart on the top of Lisa's coffee cup. And then for our neighbour, he dropped his phone number on the top. He wrote his number on the plastic lid on top of the coffee.
Latte art?
Yeah. And she left her husband and 3 kids, and they've hooked up, and she's now a qualified barista.
Oh, you're joking. No
I
way.
extended there. Maddie, what did you say to this guy? Was he hot?
I quietly left. I felt very awkward.
But Maddie's
'cause
in a
you're
relationship,
You're
mate.
engaged.
Yeah. If I was single, I think it's a great way to pick up.
Yeah, but you're not married. So,
No.
I mean, there's still a bit of grey area and some room to move before you do get
No.
married.
I don't
No?
think there is.
Negative.
I don't think there is
Sorry,
a
I
grey
mis-
area.
I misread
Tommy,
it.
that note that you received from that woman saying to be at the Bankstown Court on March 28, was that sort of a romantic tone to it?
It's called being served.
Yeah, more forceful than I would have liked. Yeah.
Got to hand it in person, don't
Wish
you?
me luck, guys.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app, revofitness.com.au, or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.